Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Thursday to you all. Coming up towards the end of the week. Exciting times indeed. But today's even more of an exciting day because we have the return of Haipaiユnicorn are back with new music. And boy, did this put a smile on my face because I didn't see this on the release calendar. I saw this pop up on my YouTube recommendeds when I woke up today and I squealed. I am so happy they're back. I missed Haipai유니콘, man. Like, Haipaiyu made their debut not too long ago. I actually don't know how long it's been since Haipaiyu had their debut with Over the Rainbow and Do Re Mi Fa Sol, which were tremendous songs, and I still listen to them and enjoy them to this day. Binge listened to it the other day, actually. But Haipai유니corn have made their first ever release following their debut, their first official comeback, if you want to call it that. I don't know if this is going to be promoted or not. I think this is like a one-track single, so this is like the only piece of music they dropped for this era, so to speak. But frankly, I don't really care. It's the fact that we get Haipaiyu back, and that's all I'm worried about. I'm very excited to check this one out. So let's do just that. DJ, roll the intro. Haipai유's U&I. Now, I have no idea what this is going to sound like. I mean, the fact that I didn't even know Haipai유니corn were planning a comeback of sorts goes to show how much I know what this release is going to sound like. Now, another note, in relation to FNC bands, I've seen the comments about CN Blue's new single. I still have to look into that. I don't know if it's a Japanese release or not, but I'll get around to it at some point. I'll probably get around to it today, in all honesty. So please be patient with me. I'll get around to it. But in the meantime, I'm ready for some Haipaiyu magic. So here we go. Oh, it's kind of groovy. Hold on. Strong on the keys. Build the beat. Where's this gonna go? Oh, this is not the key I expected this to be in. Hold on. Did we ever figure out in the debut if they're using a studio keyboardist or if it's one of the members that just isn't being shown on an MV? I kind of like that chorus. It's not the biggest boom chorus in the world, but it's got a really nice groove to it. It almost feels disco-y. Even though it's not disco, it feels disco-y to me. This pre-chorus might be my favorite part of the song. Just the building drum part, the weird new key. and like the entire thing, just you can feel the energy build. Very appropriate guitar solo. It's nice and delicate. There's a little bit of like a gracefulness to it, not too aggressive. This song's actually doing a lot in like the little key changes or like the jumping out of key parts. I like it. It's different. Oh, they're gonna keep it going. I'm okay with that. Let it ring out. Oh, wait. Wait. Did they show the keyboardist there in the credits? I don't want to go back. No, they didn't. Oh, hey, Younghwa! Hell yeah! Okay. It's a little bit of a different direction than their debut project. It does have that little light-footedness to it, which, if that's the kind of direction Hi-Fi-Unicorn are gonna go for a little while, I'm not mad at it. It's for a sometimes when people think of band music, they think of like heavy guitars and stuff like that, but I do like that Hi-Fi-Unicorn are going for a little bit of a gentler sound. I think it's because it's got the youthfulness, I think, that current are they on 5th gen now? The whole generations thing in the K-pop side of things is still throwing me for a loop, but like the boy group debuts from this year have all kind of had that like youthful lightheartedness sound to it, or that kind of like gentleness to it in comparison to like the previous few years. And Hi-Fi-Unicorn are no exception in that regard. And I think it's really cool that they've gone for a little bit of a it's I don't want to call it straightforward because it's not as straightforward as it seems, but for like 90% of the song, it's definitely a more straightforward song than say Over the Rainbow. Like Over the Rainbow was kind of a roller coaster of a song. Like they did a lot of little things here and there. I quite like it. It's a very charming song. U&I also I think has a charm to it, but it's more of a groove than it is kind of like a statement piece. And the fact that the debut was a statement piece, the follow-up is more of a groove. I think that just works. It works for me. Like it's in line with how like I imagine their progression to go. I do want to kind of listen through a couple of songs because I know that final chorus was in Japanese, but was the entire song in Japanese and I just completely missed it? I'm just gonna skip to like here. Okay, it wasn't Japanese. Okay. With Hi-Fi-Unicorn, like, because their debut, Over the Rainbow and Do Re Mi Fa Sol, were recorded and released in both Korean and in Japanese, right? Like, I wasn't sure what direction they were going to go with this, and I guess they went Japanese. Very cool indeed. But I think as a follow-up, it's a good place to go. I do wish there was more music involved though, because right now, I mean, if you count the Korean and Japanese versions of their debut single as one song each, so like Over the Rainbow, Doremi and You and I. They only have 3 songs. I want more music. I'm a selfish fan. I want more music. You know what I mean? I think You and I, for me, was less about it being a comeback and more about like getting me more excited for what they have coming up. Because it's like they're drip feeding you Hi-Fi Unicorn music, and it's like I want more. I want a mini album. I want like a big old project to just sit down and like sink my teeth into it. It's like this is like going to dinner at a tapas place and just getting like one plate at a time instead of like, the spread of dishes that you get in the middle of the table. You just kind of like pick and choose what you want. This is like going to tapas, but they give you one portion of one side dish at a time. It's like, I want the full meal now, but I can't complain too much. They're dropping new music and I can't wait for the next one. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. Know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.